everybody. Who feels like an intelligent Sunday afternoon conversation?
I'm sure there's something great on SBS.
But for the rest of you, stay tuned because we have a treat indeed. We're going to be talking about one of the things that we have really managed to cock up over the years, and that's the way that we've treated our clients in the past.
And confused design with art. So we've brought in a real artist.
A real, true blue artist. You can tell he's an artist because he wears a hat.
Mandatory.
This is Alistair Groves. Say hi.
Hi to all you people out there in YouTube land.
All 5 of you.
Yes. Thanks for joining us. Would you
Hi,
like
Jeff.
to say hi?
Hi, Dom.
So we thought we'd ask Alistair, what's your normal approach to, what's the process to creating an artwork?
It always starts with a vision, and it can be anything, something you see, something you think, something you hear, and from that you kind of rummage around in your little dusty cellar full of your personal iconography and piece together something which may result in a sketch or a study, or and then from that you leads to a major work. And I think that applies for most visual artists, whether you be a sculptor or even a photographer or a painter.
And what's the normal process of buying? So how does that normally happen when someone comes to buy an artwork?
Well,
On that glorious
I build
occasion.
it and they come. I build it and they will come. Generally, like people, their reaction is either complete indifference, or it's I like it, or I love this.
It, yeah.
This is me. This object.
So you
This
get
is
those
have
real
to have it.
extremes.
yeah. It's always extremes, and it's always a surprising process too, what they actually like as to what they don't like.
But before they buy it, do they request any little changes, any little tweaks? Maybe a little bit of this here and a little bit of that there?
They wouldn't dare. They really wouldn't dare.
You do look pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare.
But I think that's probably the fundamental difference between being an artist and being a designer. So the way that a commercial transaction happens in design is the client comes to us first and then talks about their ideas and their creative vision, and we need to make that happen.
Yeah, it's nearly the opposite of the artistic process in some sense, but for some reason we often, and we used to do it all the time, is approach it from a really artistic point of view.
Yeah, and I think designers generally get into design not because they want to be of service, but because they want to utilise their art skills. I think when you're going through school, if you're told, oh, you're an artistic type, then you'd go on to use those skills somewhere. But that mindset of being an artist has carried across into the industry, and it's in a service industry. It doesn't always work.
What did they tell you at school when?
Yes, a maths teacher said that if you don't do science and maths, you're going to end up one of these people who throws a pot on a wheel, and I never really quite got his point. It's all seemed quite good to me.
It worked in Ghost.
Yeah.
So I think since we've changed that, the artist mentality of it's our way or the highway.
And taking more of a client-centric approach.
Absolutely, and treating graphic design as a service, we've been far more commercially successful and have had happier relationships with our clients, and we've enjoyed greater success, greater repeat business, and more referral work.
I can't work in this unprofessional environment. We've let the cat in the studio.
So I think that about wraps up the show for the afternoon.
Yeah. It's cat feeding time.
Thanks for tuning in.